Stacy with Bluebird Paper and Thread. Thank you for stopping by. If you are new to my channel, welcome. This is a channel where I talk about my my love for cross stitch and sewing and maybe a little bit of quilting, eventually paper crafting. I like to make handmade cards and do a little scrapbooking and treat boxes and gift card holders, things like that. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I'm glad to have you here. This week was a little weird. I don't know what I did this week. I don't know. I don't have very many whips. I didn't work an excessive amount of hours, so I'm not quite sure what happened other than the fact that spring has sprung. And aside from all the crazy weather that we've been having, the pollens are starting to come out. I do work at a camp, so I'm surrounded by pollen everywhere I go. Plants that I have here at my house as well as at work, I am allergic to. So that's always fun at spring and fall time. I did a little shopping yesterday, which I will go over. I took the day off and I went to Hobby Lobby, and I clearly cannot be trusted in that store because I spent way too much money. But I got a new hummingbird feeder because my old one wasn't working anymore, and I got a piece of artwork for my bathroom, so it's not like it was all crafty things, but we'll touch on that in a little bit. I did some finishes yesterday, so for, it was a really productive day, and I will share my finishes towards the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned because they're super cute. Let's go ahead and start on my whips. The first one I'm going to show you is on the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, spring of 2022, and I am working on Valentine. I am stitching this on 32 count powder pink splash Lugana. And this is what I've got done so far. I finished the brown on the base, and I started working up the trunk of the tree, and I did a couple of limbs. I probably should go all the way up with the limbs and make sure that I have enough room at the top, because I'm notorious for just, eyeballing and like, it'll be perfect, and being off. So I'll be really bummed if I get the whole thing stitched and I get to the top and I find out that it's not, there's not enough space. But I really like it on this pink splash, and I think it's going to be really cute when it's done. Using the called for flosses. Can't really see the light color. That light color is ecru. So I put a little love in on that. There's a couple other cute projects in there that I think I need to stitch, so I should probably hurry up and finish that one so I can move on to another one. With the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitches magazines, I really would like to stitch 3 to 4 projects, whether it's the punch needle or the cross stitch, just because that I feel that would make it worth the subscription money. Next, I put in some time on Country Cottage Needleworks October Cottage. This is one that I stitched, sorry guys, this is one that I stitched on when my eyes were bothering me, because I'm stitching this on a fairly large piece of, like a large high count linen, low count linen. What kind of linen am I stitching this on? I believe I'm stitching this on 28 count lambswool. And that's my progress. I finished most of the house. I just need to work on the roof, and then it has 2 chimneys. And then I can start working on the pumpkins and the tree and the October and the top border. This linen, I mean, you can see right through it, so I'm not real thrilled with it. I like the color. So I think what I'm going to do is I have one more piece cut that I'll use for the next cottage that I stitch. And then I think I'm going to pull out 14 count oatmeal Aida. I believe I have some in my stash, and I'll pull that out and I will stitch the rest of them on that. I really need to just focus on getting these done so that I can move it out. I do like the monthly projects, but they stay in my whip section for so long that I find that I don't get them done as much as I hope. And then I'm using all of the called for flosses, and they're a mess. So that brings me to my next thing. I went ahead and I ordered 50 floss drops because this makes me crazy. I've tried and tried. I know that in past videos I've said that I don't really want to take DMC out of the skein or off the bobbin and put it on a floss drop, but these hang so much nicer that I think that's what I've got to do. I can't stand it anymore. So I just ordered 50 because I have several projects that have quite a few flosses that are being used and they're taking a while. So I figured 50 might be a good place to start and try doing that and see what I think. And we'll go from there. So I will keep you posted, but I'm going a little crazy with my floss management for my whips when I've got so many colors because there's so many different patterns. Next, I put some time in on Basket of Cherries by Blackbird Designs. These birds look blue to me in the photograph, but actually they're gray. The called for color is Tin Bucket and Aged Pewter. Very pretty together. I love them together, but I really wanted bluebirds. My bluebirds are starting to hang around the house. I think I'm going to have a clutch soon, and I think they're starting to contemplate building a nest in the bird box that I have for them, but these are really much closer to the colors of the bluebirds. So Summer Sky is the darker one and Deep Blue Sea is the lighter one. So that's what I've changed it to. That's the only changes I've made on the floss. I'm stitching this on 40 count Lambswool Linen. I don't know by who, but this is the progress. So I finished the cherries, and all I have to do is fill in between the cherries. And then I did this little motif here and the bluebird. It's coming along. It's looking super cute. This is one that I really just kind of want to get done. So I may push through. I'm almost halfway done, not quite. I might just push through and get it done. It would be nice to have it framed and up in my craft room. Next, I worked a little bit on spring stitch along with Stitching with the Housewives and Fat Quarter Shop. And this is I think I'm going to use this when the whole series is done. I think this is going to be my key ring for my craft shed. It's so cute. I did the kit, so everything that I need came included in the kit. So I worked on the house. So I've got all the blue done on the house. Now all I need to do is finish outlining the windows in that gray color and then add the flowers and do the roof, and then I can move on to the others. The pattern looks like this. So I still have quite a bit to do, but it really works up quickly. And I think it works up quickly because it is being stitched on 28 count thin white pine board Evenweave by Fabric Flair. It's a really nice, faint wooden board look to it. Came with finishing fabric and all of the called for flosses, of course. I probably should be further along on this. I think I need to move it into rotation a little bit more. I'm not sure when the next one comes out, but I really want to have this one done before that time so that I'm not stitching in arrears. Next, I am working on the Teresa Kogut tier for Patreon group Mystery Sal called The Simple Life. Super cute so far. I can't wait to see the whole thing. I am stitching this on the called for linen, 40 count linen in the colorway Overcast by Cedar River. Using all of the called for flosses. And this is the progress. So I added a tree and a beehive and the lady's body, and the two little black dots right here is actually going to be a bumblebee. Really happy with how it's turning out. I just love it. I know in a previous video I said I was struggling a little bit with this linen. I tend to pick up 3 threads of the linen instead of 2. I'm stitching this 1 over 2. And I still do that a little bit, but not as much. So I think my eyes are adjusting to the fabric. But I love it. Most of the called for, I had to go pick up a little bit, a couple more DMCs that I was out of, but just gorgeous, gorgeous colors. This color palette is something else. I love it. And that's all that I did for whips. I wasn't out this week. I just don't quite know what I did. I think actually I worked on the October Cottage a few nights, and I think the spring stitch along a couple of nights. I think that's really what I did. I don't remember. It's okay. Haul. I have quite a few here. This is my last big orders that I placed based off of the releases that came out with Nashville Market. And I have one more order that's supposed to come in. It's some floss and 2 patterns, so it's not really all that big of a deal. This one I was really excited for. I got the Bloomin' Bunnies Trio by Annie B's Folk Art. They are so cute. That little girl bunny face. I think I need to try kitting this up. It calls for NPI silks, but she did the DMC conversion. So I'm gonna, hopefully I have all of the DMCs and I can get started on this. I also somehow wound up with an extra pattern, so at some point that will be a giveaway. So I'm happy for that. The blue flower, I did Rabbit Parade. Really cute pattern. Even the little bee at the top has bunny ears. So cute. And then Spring Quail. And a biscornu. I didn't even see the biscornu before it came in. I'm really looking forward to this, and maybe I'll do this one too. I'm not so sure I'll do the top. I sing of books, of blossoms, birds, and bowers, of April, May, of June, and July flowers. I don't know, it's a sweet sentiment. Maybe I will. And then, of course, with Thy Needle and Thread, Spring Awakens. Bunny's pulling a robin in a little cart. Really cute. The robins are here. Little chunky bird bodies. And my Home Sweet Home. Really, really cute. And then Monticello stitches, I picked up Love One Another. I think what got me on this one were the bright colors. The corals and the pinks, this flower with the turquoise. It's just gorgeous. I cannot wait to see it stitched. All DMCs, 28 count peach Lugano. Just gorgeous. And then Teresa Koga, Remember Me. I really don't want to start another big project, but this one I might have to do because the flower border is stunning. She created this pattern, kind of was inspired by her parents' garden, and they had to take out the garden when they were getting ready to move her parents to another location, and she said that this reminds her of her dad. And I thought, oh, okay. And I like the sentiment, when this you see, remember me. I think that's just the sweetest thing. So it resonated with me, so I picked that up as well. And then Luminous Fiber Arts, So Tweet. That looks like it'll be a fairly quick stitch. So that was the haul for Market. Not too bad. Then I got a couple of things in the mail. I got my Spring 2023 Punch Needle and Primitive Stitch magazine. I like this one up here. And I like this one down here, although I think I want to stitch it on a little bit lighter fabric. I just think that's darling. They have quite a few things in here that I really like. The bunny. It's a punch needle. Really cute. And this one, Bluebird Love. I like the shape. I think I might try it on a lighter colored linen. Oh my goodness. They also, Vonna Pfeiffer, the Creative Stitcher. I don't know if this is her piece. It's Hare's Hunt by Plum Street Samplers, but she did an article on how she did a flat fold finish. And I'm so excited because I've been wanting to do a flat fold finish, and so now I have written instructions, which is really, really nice. But there's some really cute things. Seasonal Row by Stitching with the Housewives. Really cute. Just some really cute things that I'm excited to try. And then I think this was I can't remember if I purchased this or if it was a free download, but I loved it. So it's Easter Wreath. Really cute. So I picked up that. And then my It's Freezing Season Ornament Club came. Number 3 came. And that's that one. Kind of cute. She lets you pick, you can get the pattern alone, you can get the pattern and the fabric, which is what I did. I figured if I can get the fabric, and the fabric is only like $6 or $8 for the fabric, and it's pre-cut for you, so I thought, oh, that takes so much of the effort out. Perfect size for your project. And then you have an option to do a one-time purchase of, I think it's Krynic in a silver and a really pretty sparkly blue, and then the tinsel for the trim around the pillow. And you get enough of those 3 things to do the whole 12 series. So I picked up that with my first order. So I did that. And then Hobby Lobby. I was perusing, and this I think is what got my total up. And not that these are expensive by themselves, but when you're purchasing 4 colorways, that's $40. So I was walking by an end cap and I saw fat quarters, and I saw these fabrics and I thought, oh, I have to get them. So you're getting, it's $10, $9.99, 5 pieces, homespun fat quarter bundle. So you're getting like a plain, and then a stripe, and then a tiny gingham, little check, and then a stripe in the reverse, and then a bigger check. So I got it in the colorway red and black, navy blue, and cream. And the reason I did these colors, well, it was the only colors they had. But the reason I bought all 4 is that I have things that I'm working up right now that I can use these for. I feel like I've seen them there before, so it might be a regular item that they have, the homespun fat quarters. So I got those. And then I picked up some ribbon. I got a red and beige check ribbon. This does not have a wire in it, though. Or does it? No, no wire. Oops, sorry, no wire. And then I bought this orange and white plaid with the little pom-poms on the edge, and it does have a wire ribbon. I'm thinking of this might be cute on my more chocolate bunnies finish. Of course, I have to finish that project, which is another one that's so close to being finished. So use this one, or I picked up just a regular white in a little bit narrower, no wire. I figured one of these 2 will probably be used for that finish as soon as I figure it out. And then I picked up this one. It is looks like jute, but it also has like a baker's twine on the edge of it. And I thought that was cute. So I picked up those ribbons. Oh, and I picked up this one too. I've already kind of broken into it and used some of it. But I did a tiny pink and white check gingham. So I did that. The other thing that I purchased with my market haul was another retractable tape measure. I had recently purchased one, and it's wherever I'm not. So if I'm here in my craft room, it's in by my stitchy chair. If I'm in by my stitchy chair, it's in by my craft room. So I figured I'd just pick up another one to have here in my craft room. The other one will be by my stitchy chair. I might pick up the next few orders, 1 or 2 more, just to have them around, because I'm finding that I need them. and I can't find a tape measure. So there's that. The other thing that I decided today, when I was walking through Hobby Lobby, they're starting to put out their patriotic things, and I've been kind of thinking about patriotic stitches, and I don't have a lot of decorations for Memorial Day and 4th of July. Small things. I have bigger things, but not small things. So I thought, okay, I need to start stitching on something, so maybe I can have something done by the time those holidays roll around. So I pulled out of my stash the Calico Confectionery, Be True, the flowers, and the red and the blue. I mean, it's a navy. It's beautiful. And this is going to work up small. It's going to be just 7 by 6 1/3. 6.38 by 6.56 by 6.38. Almost square. So I'm excited about that one. And then Little House Needleworks, the Suffragette. This one, if you stitch it on 32 count, will also be fairly small, 8 by 5 1/4. So I feel like I need to stitch that one. And then Souvenirs of Summer by Blackbird Designs. I picked this booklet up last year. I want to stitch that one. And then I want to stitch that one. I think it's the bright colors on the darker linen background. And this one up here. So I figured I would, I'm going to take some time this afternoon and kit some things up. I have a big, huge tote full of whips, and I will insert a picture so you can see my crazy whip. I don't have very many things new in my new start basket. Partly because I'm waiting for things to come in, or I need, I thought I ordered everything and oh no, you missed this floss color or whatever. So I don't have anything really in there that's ready to go. And as much as I don't want to add to a whip, sometimes I just want to start something new. So I thought I would take today, and there's a few things that I want to kit up, and I'm going to see if I can't kit that up. This is going to be one of them. My Bloomin' Bunnies trio, because I think it'd be so cute to have that done by Easter. Probably Easter of next year, if I'm honest. But I don't know. There's just some things here that I want to try kitting up, and then I need to decide how I'm going to do this. Am I going to focus several nights on one particular stitch? Am I going to focus in the morning on one particular stitch, or am I going to focus on a weekend, each weekend on one stitch? I want to move everything forward, but I also want to get some things done. And that's kind of coming from my FFOs that I did this week, and I'm really excited about them. So I will show you them now. So these are my FFOs that I did yesterday. I really have a sense of accomplishment. I had done the Jelly Bean Jubilee by Brenda Gervais. I had those stitched up and finished. I started them about Easter last year, and I got them finished. They've been finished for several months now, and I just didn't finish them up. I think I was struggling with how to finish them. And since I did my other pillow finishes for Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day, and then I've got some red, white, and blue finishes up there too from Red, White, and Bloom by Brenda Gervais, I believe. Then I thought, okay, I need to do these in a pillow finish as well. And so I finally was able to, like, I moved some fabric into my craft room and I pulled from my fabric stash and used what I had to finish it. And so I'm really happy with how they turned out. First, we're going to start with Easter. She is pretty fluffy, but you know, that's okay. She's cute. Her little ducks, or chicks, not ducks. I did a white chenille trim, and I did a just a calico that I had, a teal floral that I had in my stash. So I'm happy with her. And then I did this one. Actually, my daughter came in last night. She's like, oh, those are really cute. And she wants this one, so I think I'll give this one to her. It's got a yellow background. Yellow tiny baby pom-pom trim from Lady Doc Creates. I finished that one. So I'll give this one to my daughter because she liked that one. Hop, hop, hippity, hop, hop. I added this pin. I think this one's going to stay out here in my craft room just because I don't want the cat to discover the pin and pull it out and eat it. So I did a little pale pink heart vine on the back with a pale pink chenille trim. And then I did this little guy. Again with the teal floral and the Lady Doc Creates pom-pom trim. And then the bunny painting the Easter egg. Yellow on the back, pink trim. Again, he's pretty firm. I like him too. And then this one, I did the pink heart vine on the back, and then I did a rickrack trim. Again, just using what I had in my stash. I would have loved to have had like pulled this blue out in a rick. I didn't have anything that would have worked. I tried and I tried and I tried. So I just decided the pink rickrack would have to do. And then I saved my favorite for the last, and it's this one here, the jelly beans, the bunny. And I did this on a purple pin dot with a purple trim, and I just love the way she turned out. So much so that I'm even debating stitching it again. And then these next two are finishes that I pulled out from my garage when we were going through the garage. And so I finished this one off in a little pillow. I noticed that my floss is fading here, and I decided not to throw it away because I like it, and it looks like a variegated floss. But I did this on a corally peachy pink polka dot with a peach chenille trim. And then birds. Oops. I did Licorice chenille trim by Lady Doc Creates. And I did a black and tan homespun plaid on the back. Really cute. And then I decided that I wanted to fully finish the one Valentine ornament from Fat Quarter Shop. Sweetheart ornament from Fat Quarter Shop, just to see how it finished. And I would like to pre-cut the rest of the fabric so that I can just pull out a piece of fabric and stitch and not have to worry about spacing. But I finished that. I finished it up this morning. And I just love the way it turned out. So Fat Quarter Shop displayed these on a garland that they got from Hobby Lobby. I tried to look for it yesterday and I couldn't find it. So either I missed it or they're out. So I'm going to see if I can't order it on the website, and I think I'm going to order 2. One for the ornaments, and I'm not going to secure them. This will slip in between each of the beads on that garland. And then I can substitute it out for the Christmas cookie one that I have, that I need to finish. But I also heard a rumor, I think, that she might be coming out with different ornaments for different seasons, and it would be nice to just have one that I could substitute out. I think it would look really, really cute hanging over one of my windows, kind of like swagged over one of my windows here in my crafty shed. So I just wanted to get it kind of finished, and I think it's so cute. And then I saved my favorite for the very last, my favorite out of all of them. I love everything about this pillow. I love the colorways, just everything. Be Thankful by Brenda Gervais with my needle and thread. I used a dark tealy green, blue-green on the background with a matching, coordinating, not really exact match, chenille trim that really pulls out that jade color in the piece. I believe I used the called for fabric and the called for floss, with the exception of the birds. The birds were using one of the lighter shades, and they weren't turning out the way I was hoping that they would. So I pulled out and I stitched with a darker color. But I love everything about this pillow, which makes me really want to step up and get going on her Welcome Home one, Home Sweet Home, because I think this one's going to probably finish in a similar size. So I just love it. I love everything about it. So I think that's it for me for today. I didn't get a lot of stitching done, but I'm really happy with my finishes for my fully finished objects for the week. I don't fully finish things very often, partly because if I want to put it in a frame, I can't find a frame that is the right size, and that means I have to get custom done, or I just don't want to pull out my sewing machine for one little pillow. So to have all of these things ready to go and finally finished, it feels really good. So I'm kind of anxious to move along and finish some of the others. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you so much for joining me. If you made it to the end, thank you. Make sure that if you haven't done so already, that you subscribe and hit that notification bell and like the videos, all of the things. I really appreciate it. I guess that's it. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Happy stitching. Bye.